Hello, everyone. This is the Prophet Michael David, aka Aries, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, even though I know for a fact that a lot of you aren't. Okay, we'll get to the thumbnail and title of this video here very shortly, but firstly, it's been a while again, and that's simply because I'm running out of things to tell you guys. I mean, I'll never run out of information, but I'm running out of things to tell you guys. I've done almost 140 videos. I've made all my claims. I've showed you most all of my maths and a lot of really, uh, you know, information heavy videos that didn't get a lot of views. The only ones I haven't showed you guys is my Riemann journey, how I got to that one, which I'll probably do in my next video. And then my Goldbach work, which isn't totally done right now. But yeah, that's why videos are coming out farther and farther apart. The other reason was that the days never seemed okay. I mean, I originally was going to do this a month ago on the solstice because that's the start of winter, and then I was going to do it New Year's, but that didn't feel right either. And then I was going to do it yesterday because of the inauguration until I found out that today is a very special day in the fact that there is a 6-planet alignment going on. And I have some pictures for you guys, but it's pretty rare. I'll post that here after this discussion part. Alignment isn't that rare, but one being visible in the night sky at the same time is really, really rare. So that's why the video is coming out today. And of course, it's going to deal with Donald Trump and, the inauguration stuff too, at least a little bit. And lastly, how that ties to the whole, you know, subject of this video. And that last one is the guy who is live streaming the thing right now. Um, but it's also, I found it yesterday because I was doing some math stuff that was popping up on my YouTube, and some Vedic math stuff was popping up. And, I guess that a lot of people in India who are Hindu and really religious, that this alignment is, I think, part of their cycles. So, anyway, and the guy doing the broadcast is Indian as well. So, all right, here we go into the meat of the video. Okay, if there's one thing that really gets under my skin, especially these days, is when people throw around the word fearlessness. Sometimes they try to do it justice, like when they call honey badgers fearless or whatever, or even human beings fearless. But in reality, there is no such thing as fearlessness. The only people that don't have any fear are truly crazy people that don't know the difference between right and wrong. The rest of us do, and so we have fear. So if there is no fearlessness, then what is there? Well, there is only bravery and cowardice. Hence the title of this video. There's no such thing as fearlessness. And so why do people do, what's bravery? Bravery is doing the right thing, even if you're scared to do it or scared of the consequences. And cowardice, on the other side of the coin, is doing the wrong thing because you're too afraid to do the right thing. And that's it. There's no fearlessness, only fear and cowardice. And so, with the current climate of this planet at the moment, including the inauguration and all the xenophobic and racist and all the other stuff that's been going around, forever since the beginning of time, but seems to be peaking now, which do you think is the one more in abundance in the world, fear or cowardice? So for me personally, like, I'm going through that IRS stuff. My letter didn't get to them, by the way. Somehow, even sending it certified mail to an address that IRS has on its personal website won't get to the IRS. So anyway, I got to get my CPA involved, and eventually, I'll probably end up in a court and have to bring in all my information. That is what I foresee. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I am afraid of things too, but you gotta, you just gotta do the right thing. In the long run, for the evolution of your soul and what you really want to be, yeah, it pays to be a good person. And it definitely does not pay to be a bad person. But most people don't realize that until they die and go to judgment. So, but yeah, just like the thumbnail, try not to be afraid of doing good. But even if you are afraid, do the good anyway and deal with the consequences. In the long run, it's the right thing to do. Which kind of ties back to the last time this happened during World War II, during the Nazi fascism thing. I heard this saying before about, the Jewish people at the time that, it really wasn't the SS that were the biggest problem for them because there weren't that many of them. They could dodge them mostly on any given day. It was the fact that Nazi fascism empowered people like Nazi bakers, Nazi bankers, Nazi, Masons or whatever to do horrible things to Jewish people, and they suffered no consequences at all. And that's kind of what we're getting into now. Trump isn't really the biggest problem. All he really wants to do is golf, and have rallies and people to cheer for him and everything. He doesn't really want the job of presidency. He just wanted the immunity and the boss job. The dangerous people are the ones around him because those are the incompetent morons that really want their little fiefdom, and all they have to do is stick their tongue up Donald Trump's ass, whenever he's in the room. So they're really the dangerous ones. Remember, it's the actual Nazi fascism that empowers people to do evil shit to other people because they won't suffer any legal consequences. They won't suffer any consequences in this mortal plane. But as soon as they die, again, they find out what really happens, and then they all fall to their knees and start begging to be the exception to the rule. All right, I didn't think I've been talking this long, but it's already been 7 minutes, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here because as cold as it is here, I gotta do some dishes and I'm gonna make something to eat. That being said, going all the way back to the thumbnail, and the reason for this video is be brave, don't be a coward. If you are a good person, then judgment is not that big of a deal. It's like an exit interview. But if you are a bad person, it is horrible and it lasts a very, very, very long time. So anyway, rule number 1, do not touch other people without their consent. And rule number 2, try not to lie. Try to have a good day. I love you all, even if I don't like some of you. And I'll talk to you later. When, I'm not quite sure.